always thought it was 12 they started at, but I'm not sure. Okay, let me check the stream, make sure it's, yeah, there it is. Share. Alright, there you go. I think, I guess I should check that. It's there. I think, yeah, I guess I should check. Alright, yeah, so let's run it. Alright, I'm not sure if this is qualifying. There we go, all black. Oh no, it's got some funky stuff on it. WBB. WBB. He's new, isn't he? Not new to me anyway. He was around at the last race. Alright, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, like if this is qualifying right now or if this is just practice. I'm thinking this might be qualifying. So, yeah. Sure, yeah. My mood hasn't been that great lately. The world's changing. And it isn't changing for the good. I've been around long enough to tell you that much. And I think it affects me in my moods and stuff. And that's why I don't do as much stuff online anymore. What is this? Yes, this is not Saudi, but Abu Dhabi, isn't it? Isn't this Abu Dhabi? Yeah, this is Abu Dhabi. This is an F1 course, so I know this track quite well. A bit slower in these cars, but you know what I mean? Got to brake a lot earlier. Oh, Trixie! Well, there goes your qualifying, Matt. Yeah, Trixie is probably didn't mean to there. She probably didn't realize she had a car coming up right behind her. I always try to, when I qualify, I always try to leave a big gap when I'm going for my hot lap so that I don't get a car that gets in my way, because sometimes, especially with these time ones, you got to like in Formula One, what we do, like in qualifying, like if you're not on a hot lap, you have to get out of the way for the guy, right? And if you don't, you interfere with his qualifying lap, they'll report you in the server, the Discord server, and then you get a penalty later, right? In most of the leagues in F1. But old man, Ant, good evening, Ghost. Thanks very much for the broadcast. If you get a chance, can you read out the back of my car? It says Mac Ant. Where's Mac Ant? Oh, there's Mac Ant. Well, yeah, I'll read it once you actually leave the pit. But you're in the pit right now. This is qualifying, so it is qualifying right now. What do you want me to do? Read the back of my car, says Mac. Mac, I guess it says Mac on the back. I'm not sure that I can change my view here. Yeah, I can't change my view here, Mac, unless you get out on the track. I'm not going to be able to see anything. And it's final lap. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. I guess maybe it says Mac, Big Mac. Maybe he's got a big McDonald's sign on his car. But yeah, it looks like it's over. Everybody's slowing down. So that looks like the results right here. I guess the results come after in a second, right? So I'll read them out once it comes out. I guess they probably take a thing, take a break. Yeah, I apologize that I don't game much and race much and do my commentaries much anymore. It's just, yeah. I don't even like getting up in the mornings now, right? I don't want to even turn on the news and see what happening in Trump world. So, yeah. I do my best though, but yeah, I hate to see the world the way it is today, all because of one man and his army of goons. Fucking cowards, if you ask me. Sorry I had to say that, but yeah, they're cowards. Their results. Okay, let's go to the results. Here we go. So we got Mac Ant. Says something on the back of his car, I don't know what. Then we got Snooze McGee, Snoodles, Willie Bounce, Master Shake, Petro, WBB, SRT Animal, Goggles, Pazzano, my countryman. He doesn't say much. I never get any messages from Goggles or anything like that, right? And, yeah, next, sorry. And then Trixie in 9. So just 9 people tonight. Doesn't look like Speed Racer's here again. I guess he's doing his thing or whatever it is. Oh, Petro's still in that same car though. I like WBB's car. Not it's saying on the back of the car when racers are behind, it's something for them. Yeah, I'll try to read it. If I can. When the race starts. The race will be canceled. You will not return. What? Practice is currently taking place. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is, what currently, yeah. So, yeah, so there's something on the back of his car. We'll read it if I can get a view of it in the race, see, spectate. Grid order set by host. Okay. So I guess everybody's in the pit or whatever. They're. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, these are the different guys. That's what it is. I gotta do this again. So I guess that was qualifying, and this was practice, I guess, until they get ready to go. I guess he's doing the Master Shake there, getting his NSX out of shape there. Yeah, okay, yeah, there it is. Back of my neck is killing me. Yeah, so I know this track, right? It's a little different though, I imagine, with the this is a real life track. I like the real life tracks. I don't like those made up tracks. didn't look at the times, but the time these cars are setting. At this track, I can't even remember. Can't even remember what my what qualifying times are in F1 or. I'm trying to think. I think it's like in the 120s. I think this track. I think I'm not sure. Oh, he goes wide. You get a penalty for that. If you go wide just before you start your lap, they'll actually disqualify the lap that you were just on and the one that you're about to go, especially because you did it on the last corner, so you got a good run coming out. That's how it would go in F1, but it's a little bit different with the GT. I don't like their penalty system. I don't like how they do the penalty system in GT7. I think the penalty should be served in the pits. You know what I mean? When you make your pit stop. And then if you get one after your pit stop at the end of the race, add it on to your race time. I don't think, I don't like the slowing down of the car thing. Apparently there's a trick I was seeing where they go off onto the grass with two wheels. Sometimes it can backfire though. When they go over the penalties area there, I was seeing. So they go over the penalty area and you can put two tires on the grass or something, and it doesn't make the penalty affect you so much, apparently. Right? I just saw this thing on YouTube about it. But sometimes it backfires because you end up wiping out or something like that. But, I don't know. But yeah, I think they're just going around practicing right now. The guy's probably putting in the race order. I'm not sure what they're doing here. But yeah, I apologize that I'm not tearful and excited and enthusiastic and all that stuff. I used to be, but like I said, nowadays I have trouble just getting out of bed in the morning. I don't even want to turn on the news. He's resetting the grid order. So I guess they restarted the lobby or something, or did something. And they're going to do the grid order, and then they'll line up there and take a little bit of time, I guess, before the race, which is okay by me because I jumped in late. Obviously, I should be jumping in earlier, right? But like I said, it was last minute that I decided to do it. I wasn't going to do it just because my mood. I'm not the cheerful ghost that I used to be. I have a lot of hate in my heart right now, and I hate it. I'm a very nice person. I have a big heart, but my heart has hate in it right now. I just hope everything ends up working out. My dad is second, and he needs to lock in. My dad is in second, and he needs to lock in. So somebody's dad is in here, which I can see, right? I'm 55 years old this year, and I have a daughter that's 27. So okay, it looks like they're on the grid. I'm not sure if they're going to start right away here. Yeah, it looks like it. Let's go. Here we go. So let's wait for the lights and we'll get the thing. All right, here we go. Buckle up, buttercups. Let's go racing, boys. There we go. That's about the most enthusiastic I can get. Anyways, I don't know. If I wake up one day and I hear that Trump's dead, I think I'll be really happy. I think I'll actually celebrate. I know it sounds horrible, but I think I'll have a party. I think the world will have a party. But, you know, until that day comes, I guess we're going to all have to Let's go, Dad. Mac Ant. So Mac Ant is a dad of Brent Twinks. Wonder, or maybe he's just watching. Maybe he's just watching. So Mac Ant. Oh yeah, Mac Ant. This is the guy I gotta read the back of his car. Okay, how do I change my views again? I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to see this. If you can read this, you're losing. There we go. He wanted me to read that. There you go. You got it. I fulfilled my duty as a commentator. So does that mean I can leave now? Well, I tell you one thing, Mac Ant Dad. Snoodles isn't reading that, so he ain't losing. I don't think he read that for very long. Into the final corner here. There's a little bit of bank in there. Snoodles goes way wide. That's got to be a penalty. Wow. Okay, so you're allowed to go way wide in this. That would be a penalty. Anything in Formula One, once you have 4 tires, you can have 3, okay? But once 4 tires at the same time go over the white lines, it's a penalty. So I'm kind of weird. That's kind of weird that that wasn't a penalty. Maybe the penalties aren't on strict. That would also be a penalty. But I gotta say, actually, if you do go off like that and you get off the gas and don't make any gains, then they won't give you a warning, right? You get 3 warnings, okay, in Formula One. Actually, real life, it's 4. Whoa. Now, that would have been close to a corner cut, because I'm not sure that was just 3 tires there. That might have been 4 tires. Oh, there we go. There we go. I like this one because I can see everything that's going on. Mac Ant's hanging in there. I think his son must be watching. I think Mac Ant might be the guy that's kind of my age. I think he's kind of similar in my age. Go, Dad. So, Chovies or MT Chovies. That must be his son. Snoodles. He goes wide again. Well, you know what? If you're not going to give him a penalty, you might as well, right? That's what I say. That's another corner you'd go wide on. You see a lot of times the F1 cars going wide on that, on turn 1 there. But I guess, yeah, I guess you can leave the track. Mac Ant's hanging in there. He's got his son cheering for him. I think Mac Ant's got to start following that line because, yeah, it's looking like they're not that strict on the track limits on this race. 1 hour race. I guess I should be looking at the thing, right? The way I go by it, because it's a timed race, so if you're at about 3/4 and you're about 7.5 minutes into the race, you're probably good for a 1-stopper. You can probably make a 1-stopper. Snoodles is usually a little better on gas than everybody else. You can see just a slight difference, but that slight difference might make it up. I don't know what Snoodles is doing. Oh, Mac Ant, watch yourself. But no, no penalties, eh? Yeah, I thought that was all 4 tires. You see, nobody's getting penalties here. So I'm just wondering how they figure out this penalty system on GT7. Because you can see them now. You can see Mac Ant is doing the same thing. He said, well, If Noodles isn't getting a penalty, why should I stay in bounds? A lot of times in F1, that corner there, you'll go wide, but they allow you to, if you kind of lift on the throttle when you will go out, they won't give you a warning for it. But if you keep doing it, eventually they will give you a warning. So Matt Gant is trying to bring a nice, trying to bring his A game to the race today. He's got his son watching, I guess. Yeah, I guess, yeah, dad, unless it's his daughter, right? But I'm assuming it's a dad. I mean, it's a son, right? But, you know, poor NT Chovy's really, that could be a girl too, right? So, yeah. So I can't say, it might be his daughter cheering on his dad. And Mac Ant's hanging in there. He's in Formula One, when you're within a second of the guy, you're in that DRS range, right? But here you can activate your DRS if you're in the lead and what. So it's a little different. But yeah, he's hanging it there. It seems like he's got quicker parts. There's some parts of the track that he's a little quicker than Snoodles is. Whoa! And there it goes. And there it goes. And gotta get it going, but you're gonna lose a ton of time. The Master Shake now, and maybe Petro there. Mac Ant's just gonna have to calm down, I think, and not let it get in this thing. But yeah, that's definitely hurt his race, and that's definitely made Snoodles breathe easy now, and he can just sit there and do his normal thing of fuel saving and whatnot. Too bad. That was good for a couple laps there, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking here at Snoodles. Snoodles, I mean, Mac Ant is just barely on the thing where he might be able to make one stop, but I'm thinking the fact that he just spun out, he's going to be pushing hard now, so he's probably going to be using up a lot of fuel. So I think fuel savings probably isn't in his mind, but it kind of has to be, because making a one-stop pit stop is huge, in my opinion, because you lose so much time when you go into the pits, right? So maybe Mac Ant can pull it together and catch him, but if Snoodles, yeah, Snoodles is definitely going wide every time, man. Yeah, so yeah, a little different. See, to me, that was almost 4 tires there that went out over the line. Yeah, they're quite lenient, I find, with the corner cuts and the white line. Like I said, generally in racing, most racing, F1, everything, right? It's 3 tires. You're allowed 3 tires off. That right there would be considered a penalty, right? But if you're out of control and you go out, then that's different. Then it's not a warning or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like if you go out and then you get off the throttle so that you're not gaining time, then you're okay. That was a good corner cut right there, right? Like I said, if you cut a corner, as long as you cut the corner where you don't have 4 tires all leave the track at the same time, right? That's supposed to be the thing. But I think the penalties must be lenient, or track limits must be fairly lenient on this race, because I see them cutting corners some corners are legitimate corner cuts, but like that right there, that would be a track limits warning, right? But it's seeming to be that you're allowed to do that here. And then he's going to go wide here, which you really can't do. But yeah, it's allowed in the game, so yeah. So yeah, it's looking, these cars are about 30 seconds a lap slower than like an F1 car would be. But at least I know this track. That's cool. I didn't know they had this one on, and again, over it. Oh, careful, he almost loses it there. But yeah, Snoodles is gone now. And Mac Ant is, yeah, he's having a little fight with Petro. I like Hot Wheels. When I was a kid. I'm 55 years old. Well, we'll be 55 in April. Right? That's if Trump doesn't blow up the world and launch a whole bunch of nukes. But, yeah. I guess I should be blessed, feel blessed that I, from 1971 all the way up until about a year ago, I got to live in, a world that was much more loving than it is now. Hate fuels the world now. Whoa, Mac Ant goes way high. Almost gets that wall, but that seems to be a thing to do. And he gets the fastest lap, so he's on the move now. I think it's time. See, in Formula One, this is the spot right coming up here where you come into this corner, right? You slow right down, and then on this straightaway, oh, he dives it in there. Oh, they don't have my thing, so the cars can actually go over top of each other, so it's like ghosting almost. You can see him, he's right in. Yeah, I don't like ghosting. I hate ghosting. I'd rather the cars be able to touch each other. Yeah, I don't like ghosting. But yeah, some leagues do ghosting, but I'm not a fan of ghosting. Right? Sometimes ghosting's good for when you have a guy who wipes out in front of you and then you go right through him, right? But I'm the kind of guy, I like realism, and I you know, if a guy wipes out and I hit him, then that's racing, is the way I look at it. So Mac Ant, but Mac Ant's gonna be okay, I think, here, because I think he just needs to calm down and realize that Petro's got a penalty coming, so Mac Ant should be able to make the pass here, but unfortunately Snoodles is checked out now. Petro looking like he's pushing it. And Mac Ant now going wide like Snoodles was, so he learned from Snoodles there, and now he's using that corner just like Snoodles was and going wide, because that seems to be the preferred line to go through there, since you're not getting a penalty for it. Right? Might as well go wide, because you're going to get a better run coming out. You're going to have more speed down the straight there. But yeah, this is the straightaway in F1 where you're going to generally see most of the guys making their passes, because this is where you get the DRS opened up when you're within a second of the car in front of you. So it gives you an advantage so you can make an overtake. So I guess he's coming close to the penalty area. And he'll be slowing down. Yeah, here it is. And then he's going to slow down. So that's going to give Mac Ant a little bit of a gap. But the dad has left himself with a lot of work to do. And he's already past half a tank. So unless he can do some really good fuel savings in his second stint, or now. But I'm looking at Mac Ant. I think Mac Ant's going to end up having to do a splash and go near the end. And Snoodle's still above half the tank, and we're past 15 minutes. So I'm thinking Snoodles is going to be a one-stopper, no problem. Pretty easy peasy. Be nice. I wouldn't mind watching the different things, like, you know, over in the right-hand corner there. But I can't change that, so I can't see what he's got on his thing to see if he's maybe playing with engine modes and stuff like that. Right? Which is, you know, for me, I like to know those things, right? Because I can see them. Right? Because he seems to save an awful lot more fuel than everybody else. So he knows something that others don't. Or he changes a couple of settings or something. I'm not sure how he does it, but there's a Willie Bounce. Willie Bounce in the back. The toker, I guess. Looking little car. Let's go, here, let's start from Snoodles. Snoodles, like me, he really isn't into paint jobs and stuff like that. I don't know what cam he uses, what type of view he uses, right? I use in-car, right? So for me, I don't really care what my car looks like because I don't see it, right? I sit in the cockpit. But anyway, he's driving that Red Bull, and then we got Mac Ant with his Hot Wheels and his saying on the back, if you can read this, you're losing. And we got Petrocan. He was running that same paint livery. And then Toke here, HRC. I think that is HRC. Is that what it is? Yeah, HRC. Honda Racing. Oh, okay. I don't know. It's a livery. A lot of guys are big into the liveries and stuff. You know what I mean? Flat black, whatever. I actually used to own, I don't know if you guys remember the, before I had my accident and whatnot. But I used to own a Dodge Charger SRT8 that was fixed up and everything else, right? Just like the Chargers, actually, that you saw in Need for Speed. Not Need for Speed, but what is it, that movie? Oh shit, what's that movie called now? Not Need for Speed, but the anyways, yeah, that popular movie that there's been like, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 sequels to. Right? Willie Bounce with that bluey kind of straight pattern thing going on. WBB not having such a good day. I like that paint job though. That's me. It's a little more than what I would do. Like I said, I'm just straight flat black. That's it. I'm good to go. That's our key animal back here. He's also running yeah, he's running the same as Tote there. And we got Goggles. That's right, Goggles, not Googles. And then Trixie. Trixie back in 10th. Trixie was Fast and Furious, yes, thank you. Yes, that's the thing, yeah. So anyways, yeah, I had a Dodge SRT8 Charger. I had it done up though, okay? It wasn't just an SRT8, like just as an SRT, it was 8, it was fast, right? It was a 2006 one. I actually won a race, King of the Hill race in Barrie, so it's pretty cool. I beat a Corvette ZR1 actually to win the King of the Hill championship in Barrie, Ontario. That's real life. But yeah, I messed with redid the computer, like messed around with the computer, the camshaft and stuff like that. Give it some extra horsepower. Petro, you call him Opie. Opie, that's from that show, I forget what show that is. That's an old show. You guys probably wouldn't even know it. But, yeah. So Trixie, yeah, she's not looking, before she was running up in the top 5, you know, and stuff like that. Andy Griffith, yeah, that's it. Yes, he must be close to my age. Yeah, Andy Griffith, that's it, yep. That's for Opie. So nice to know that I got some older people that can remember some of these shows. Back when the world was a kinder place. I'm telling you my age now. 55. Yeah, I'm 55 too. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm not 55. Actually, not till April. I'm a bad luck child, though. My 13th birthday was on April the 13th, on a Friday the 13th. Yeah. Oh, you're in April as well. Yeah. My 13th birthday. You can go look on the calendar and fact check me. But my 13th birthday when I was a kid, which is a long time ago, like 40 some odd years, 41 years ago, my 13th birthday was on Friday the 13th. So, in April there. So look at that. We're both in April. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's some nice facts to know. So it looks like Speed Racer is not racing, but he's watching the race. I'm not sure. Honestly, Taurus, Aries. I'm not sure. I would have to look to see, right? I never really pay attention to that type of stuff. Right, but I think I'm the Ram. I think. Is that a Aries and a Taurus or whatever? Is it Ram? I think it's a Ram is my symbol. I think. The goat, you know, the ram goat, I think. I'm not sure though. I have no idea. I'd have to look. But yeah, I have no idea. I think Aries is the fish, and I don't think I'm the fish. Right? Isn't Aries the fish? The Aries is the bull. The bull is Taurus. Yeah, so I think I'm the bull. I think. I'm not sure, right? I would have to look on the calendar. Yeah, fish is Pisces. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't follow that type of stuff, really. I'm not into all that aligning with the stars. I think Pisces, Taurus, and all that stuff. That's to do with astronomy. Astronomy. I think that's where they came up with that stuff, I think. But yeah, I don't really follow it. Sorry, I got stuck on thing. I'm talking to Speed Racer, but that's okay. We got Mac Ant's son watching tonight, so Trixie's birthday coming up March 1st. Oh, my brother's she a fish. Yeah, I think my brother's a fish too. What kind of fish is she? Is she like a carp, or is she like a she like a shark? Yeah, my brother's is I think March 8th. And then one of my brother's son is in March as well. Yeah, I think a lot of my family has birthdays in the March. My new grandson, he's May. And I'm not sure if it's May. I think it's around May 8th or something around there when he was born. My daughter is Destiny. I have her tattoo, a tattoo of her name on my forearm. If I ever get my camera going for the PS5, you'll be able to see. He's a Taurus. Okay, yeah. Okay. I don't know. He's a bit of an idiot. Right? We don't always see eye to eye, right? But yeah. So I'm looking at Snooze McGee, but he's got a fuel advantage. I'm thinking going on. Where's the time? There's the total time. Hey, yep. I don't know. He's close, okay, Mac. So Mac might be able to pull this off. You know, as a fuel load lessens. Okay, so then I guess I'm the other thing. I'm not a Taurus. What was the other thing that you called me? Retracted. Why are all these messages retracted? Message retracted, message retracted. So I can't go back and read them. Why? Huh. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm whatever the other one was. Yeah, I don't know. April 20 to May is Taurus, so yeah, I'm whatever the other one is. I always thought it was a ram. I thought it was the ram was my symbol, but I could be wrong. I thought, right? I don't know. So I guess, yeah, I guess I'm Aries. Why do all the messages get retracted? I can't go back and read them. Maybe. I'm going to tell you something, okay, Speed. I don't think you need to retract them, right? Because the messages disappear after the stream. Right? Maybe you don't want people knowing your birthday. Right? But the messages, my account is set like that. Oh, okay. Well, just so you know, right, I think I actually can change the settings on my YouTube account. On my YouTube streaming, I think, so that the messages show up later on after the stream has finished. But once the live chat actually disappears, so you won't even see it when we're in the live chat. Now he's in a little bit early, but I think he had to, so he's gonna have to do a little bit of fuel savings if he's gonna make it to the end, I think. It shows later. No, it doesn't show later. No, it doesn't show later, but I'll tell you right now. You won't see those messages when you watch the stream after. You only see the messages when it's live. The live chat is only thing, it disappears after. But after the stream, if you leave messages after watching the stream, those ones stay, right? Like if you have comments and stuff like that, those messages will stay. But during the live stream, I don't believe that they don't stay, right? Because I get messages all the time during the stream, and my I do stream. I do a stream for Rock and Rolly, I call him, from Turkey, and he owns an F1 league that I do commentary for, and he wants me to change my settings. I didn't even know that there was a setting until he told me, but apparently I can change a setting where they do appear, where you can see them later on in the thing. So when people watch this after and it's not live, they're not going to see the texts that you send me. So they won't know the questions that you're asking me as the stream goes on. Rolly wanted me to change it because he wanted to know who was making the comments sometimes when I was doing my commentaries. So maybe the undercut by Mac Ant there, he's going to have to worry about some fuel savings, but maybe that undercut might gain him some ground on Snoodles. Snoodles will probably be going in this time around, I think. He's in the window, so I would think now would be a good time to probably go into the pit. Next dog I get this track will be his name, Abu Dhabi. What the fuck would you want to call your dog Abu Dhabi? Here, boy, Abu Dhabi. Here, boy. Yeah, Abu Dhabi. I like the track. I don't mind this track actually, like when I race it. So here goes Snoodles. He's gonna go in. Let's see if Mac Ant can close up the gap a bit. He was running faster, Mac Ant. Okay, I think Mac Ant is got better race pace other than that spin out. I think that spin out really cost him. I think if he wouldn't have spun out, he would have probably been right in there with him. So here comes Snoodles out, and that's not Mac Ant there. So Mac Ant, I think, might have gained about a couple seconds, maybe 1.5. By pulling off the undercut, getting on the fresh tires sooner. 4 is an A, so name is Anchovies. Anchovies. Yeah, I figured it was, but, you know, that must be his son. I guess he's watching. I guess his son must be watching the stream. So your dad's doing good. That spin cost him though. But I'm watching the time. I think he's probably the quickest car on the track right now. He's gonna have a problem with fuel, I think. He used to race with us. Okay, it's okay. So Mac Ant's son used to race with Speed Racer and the SRTAC, whatever the rest of it is. My memory. I'm so bad with my memory. I get up to go do something, and as I get up, I forget what I was gonna do. That's how fast my memory goes. So, but yeah, Mac Ant's doing good. He's it's like an chart. Chart. Not exactly what that means. But there you go. Yeah, he's the fastest guy. There he goes. Eye chart. Okay, yeah. Okay, misspelled. But yeah, Speed, if you watch my SRTAG, I think it's a C. I think SRTAC, isn't it? Or was that another misspell? You hit J. Is J close to the C or something on the typing board? Because I think you meant C. I think. I don't know. I'll have to look at my stream title. Lately, I've just been putting in SRTA commentary, R2 or something, or GR2. We SH. Okay, alright. So, Mac Ant, he's gaining. We changed it. Oh. You changed it. Okay, you changed it. Okay. So I guess I gotta change it, maybe. And, yeah, Mac Ant is coming back. So Mr. Anchovy, not sure how old Mr. Anchovy is. If he's a teenager or a young man in his 20s. But yeah, Dad's making a comeback. He might be able to pull this off. He's definitely quicker. But you gotta wonder if Snoodles is playing with the throttle and maybe fuel saving or whatnot. But Mac Ant, my thing is just keep it up. Don't push too hard. I find sometimes, you know, even me sometimes, you get too close. Once you get really close to the guy you've been trying to catch, you push too hard and then you screw up. So you just gotta keep your head together and keep cool, keep hitting your marks, and then Joe Harp, Trixie Animal, Joe Harp. Oh, okay, all right. I guess he's trying to include all the members in the name. And of his, I guess those are administration people. So yeah, Mac Ant, you just gotta keep doing what he's doing and keep hitting his marks, and he might have a shot here. It's gonna come down to fuel, I think. If I see that, if I see him at 45 minutes and he's at about a half a tank, I think he's gonna have a shot. But I'm not sure about his strategy with the racing softs, because I think right now they're going to be fast, but I think as the race goes on, you know, past that 45-minute mark, you're going to all of a sudden see Snoodles. Joe is Webb. He's raced. Okay, yeah. Mac Ant is, his tires are probably going to end up fading. Okay, so this ground that he's making now, he's using his soft tires up, but I think come around 45 minutes into this race, right? So the second half of this second stint, I think Mac Ant might slow down and Snoodles might end up having better pace because he's on the yellows, which you can see hardly have anywhere at all. So yeah, we'll have to see how that works out. I think come around 50-minute mark, his tires are really going to start to be a lot harder to control. And going by what I'm seeing on the thing, he's using ABS, but he has nothing else on. So it's just, it seems a lot of people use ABS, so that's one of the last assist people wait to take the training wheels off of, as you might want to call it. I think it's harder for people that, you know, that race, in my opinion, people that race with assists. When they go off of assist, it's harder for them to get used to it. You know what I mean? Because as opposed for a guy who starts with no assist, he learns with no assist. So you know what I mean? It's a little bit probably easier that way. And I think once you've gone no assist and you get really, really good at it, you're never going to want to go back to using assists again. But braking isn't that big of a deal. You know what I mean? But sometimes, okay, depending, like, because you can adjust your ABS a bit. But with braking, you know, when you use ABS, like in F1 or something like that, you can't use your what they call trail braking to its maximum potential, right? Because you have the computer kicking in your brakes and doing what it wants to do, right? So for trail braking purposes, you don't want to have that. And look at that, nice move there. Goggles gets out of the way nicely. Toke's been smoking some green, and he's focused now. He's all focused and ready to go. Running in third place. But he's definitely going to have to do a splash and go, that's for sure. He's on medium, so he'll be able to do this quick thing of fuel. And there we go, look at that. Snoodles, look at that. Anchovy, Mr. Anchovy. Your dad's about to come back and give Snoodles a run for his money. Wish I would have known they were going to run this track. I might have run this track because I know this track. I should ask after every race what their next track is going to be, so I can, because I know this track, so I'd be able to jump in and just get used to the different type of car and the driving and whatever, right? But I know the corners, so I would just have to learn the different braking points in these cars, right? Because you brake a lot earlier than you would in an F1 car, right? And I'm big open wheel guy, but I still like all forms of racing. You know, I even was in the NASCAR for a long time when I first started sim racing. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind racing this track actually. So Mac Ant, I think Mac Ant needs to get the pass done. I think he needs to get ahead of just for you. I will bring it in next week. Tell you what, just for you, I will bring it in next week. What, you mean you're gonna run this track again? See, this track I would be okay with you guys all of a sudden throwing that curveball at me and racing at night because there's all those lights on this track. Last time I raced at Watkins Glen, I practiced all in the day and I wasn't ready for a night race, and then all of a sudden it's night and I'm like, uh-oh. In-car lights, I can't see anything. I did not bad, okay, considering that the Oh, Trixie gets right out of the way. She understands there's a race going on, so she just got right out of the way there, so that these two guys could go at it, which is good. That's good race etiquette. She's a lap car. She doesn't want to get in the way anyways and be the one that interfered with who wins this race, right? So good job, Trixie, for getting out of the way there. Someone taught you some good race etiquette. She's in autopilot. What's that? She pressed start? There's an autopilot in this? Oh, I gotta lay down, man. I played a stupid Mars game. I play stupid games sometimes because they just kill time. But I played this Mars game, and I end up sitting up for the thing, and time goes by so fast when you're doing these stupid games. And my back of my neck from standing up. Yes, there, mate. When you press pause. Oh, so yeah, so you press pause, and then the car drives itself, just like any other game. But normally, when that happens, you're gonna go really slow. Right, depending whatever, like in Formula One, okay, like you can suggest you can set the AI level up high so that if you do press pause, your AI actually goes pretty quick, depending how high. But I think most leagues, what they do so that people don't use AIs to win their races, right? They set the AIs to a point where they're somewhat competitive, but they're not too slow that they're getting in your way, but they're not too fast that they're hard to pass. So they're like around 80% AI, right? As to opposed to like 105 or 110. I think 110 is what they go up to in F1, and I don't know that I can beat the AIs at 110 in F1. I can beat them in 105, and maybe a little bit more, but I think at 110 I struggle to keep up. But I don't think it's like that in Gran Turismo, though. I think you can't really, you can only, I think it's easy, medium, and hard, I think, is the AI. I don't think they actually can set the level, like by a number, I think. I'm pretty sure. So that means I can practice this race. I think I'll run the, because I think Speed told me to run the, what is it, the, I forget the name of the car again. It's probably going to tell me now. But the Nissan, I think might run the Nissan if I do run it. See if I can't. But it's good that I'm watching this race because I can see where okay, yeah, I'll practice. I'll try to anyways. My mood hasn't been great, buddy. I just don't like what's going on in the world today with things. So I struggled to get out of bed. It was a last minute decision to come do the commentary because I happened to wake up at time. So yeah, it's just the world is changing, and I think I'm having a hard time accepting what I'm seeing, which is, you know, I think there's people out here that think it's great. I think they think this is New World Order bullshit, right? But I think the world is headed for dictatorships all over. I think it's going to open up, and you're going to have 3 or 4 dictators that run the world soon. is how I see it going. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens, right? Who knows? I don't believe in God, but maybe there is a God, and maybe he surprises me and he has something in store. I think is what religious people say. There's always a plan. God always has a plan. So I hope he has a plan for this. I don't know that I can handle 4 years of this guy. Really don't. Right? He's turned the people, not all the people, but you know, quite a few people in the USA into angry, mean, racist individuals. You know, when you watch on the news and you see things like these ICE guys killing. Actually, I think they killed a guy that wasn't even a thing. I think they mistaked him or something. They killed the guy there, but they're not even suffering the consequences. They're not even paying the price for their crimes. Like, I think that George Floyd thing, that cop, those cops all got sent to prison, 4 of them. And when I look at that crime, as opposed to the crimes that I'm seeing ICE commit, I think the ones that ICE are committing are, hell, you don't even need to go to court for them. They're 100% criminals, right? But I think these ICE guys are angry. They're mega. They're angry, and it brings them joy to kill someone, especially when you hear after he shoots her in the head or whatever. That girl in Minnesota, that fucking bitch. After he had shot her in the head or whatever, shot her and killed her. That's what he says. That's an angry man. That's got a man that has no heart. But anyways, back to the racing. We don't want to talk about politics because I guess racing is our only escape for now. And hopefully this doesn't get taken away from us. Yeah, so much hate, yeah. We sit there and watch what ICE does, and we sit there and tears come to our eyes, and you know, our hearts break. But MAGA, it's the opposite. They're overjoyed. They like seeing. I think they actually get off, and it brings them joy to watch them hurt these families and people. You know, just because they're from another country, right, doesn't mean that they're bad. They're just like you and me, just in a different country, right? And I don't think MAGA understands that. Half of MAGA used to probably be one of those people. So, but yeah, oh well, is what it is. looks like I totally got off topic there, and it looks like Mac Ed has lost the things. It looks like those tires, like I was saying. I hope so, but I hope you're right. I do, I really do. But I gotta tell you, I have my thinking is so negative. I don't think any of these guys are gonna suffer the consequences. I honestly don't even think you Americans will even be able to vote again. I think, yeah, I actually think that's what's going to happen. I don't think a lot of Americans realize how far into dictatorship you are. I even think there was something where I read quickly where Trump is trying to cancel the elections for 2026. So, and if that is the case, then I'm 100% right, where Americans aren't going to be able to vote anymore. And even if they do vote, I wouldn't be too sure that it's going to be a legal vote and not a rigged election like they do in China and Russia and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I hope so, man. I really do. I hope if there is a God, I hope he's got a plan for this. All right. I know I hate saying that I would celebrate his death. Okay. I hate saying that because I shouldn't celebrate anybody's death. But it's just, yeah, there's some men that just shouldn't be living. That guy, he's so stupid. But I tell you, when it comes to being smart, he definitely knows how to bring out the hate in people. And that's how he won his election. I do believe he just, he catered to all the people that hated him. All those cult groups that live for hate and racism and everything else. But, yeah. Anyways, the race is through now, and it looks like I thought, okay, not only is he going to be close on fuel, but I think he's going to be okay on fuel because now, yeah, I think, that's another thing, right? Because he's an angry man, he's vengeful, and he's old, so his wits, he doesn't think anymore. He doesn't think with common sense. I think he figures he's almost dead anyway, so he's got nothing to lose by creating total chaos to the world. All right? I mean, he's probably setting up his family pretty good. Apparently, Trump made the most money he's ever made in a year in his first presidency, in his first year of presidency. Apparently he made $3 billion. And if anybody knows anything about Trump may be worth 300 and some odd million, they say, but he actually owes the bank more money than he's worth. So the banks own Trump, right? Except for now that he's president, because now he can dictate to the things. I imagine some of these banks are probably giving him money so that they kiss his ass. Right? But anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm kind of sad to see Mac Ant because I know his son is watching, but I kind of seen it coming. He went to those red tires, and they were good for those initial few laps, but this last 10 minutes, those tires have worn off, and it looks like he's struggling for speed. I think he might be slowing down to try to save some gas so he doesn't have to make a pit stop. I think is what's going to go on here, because you're seeing the huge time gap going, but I think it's because of his fuel. I think he's just wait for it. But the last lap, yeah, I hope so, man. But I think going by how much time I see him going, and it's not Mac Ant screwing up. I think he's just literally slowing his pace down so that he doesn't have to make that final pit stop. But Anchovy, you can be happy with your dad. He had a good outing. He looked really good. I think he was the fastest car on track. But I think the red tires did good for the first part of the second stint. But the just like he says, it did good. But the second part of the stint, after the 50-minute mark, the tires were gone. So he couldn't really bring the fight to Snoodles, whose tires are, as you can see, not even at half yet. So Snoodles has got perfectly nice tires, and he's gonna have no problem. And it looks like, I think it's gonna be this lap right here that the race is gonna end. And I'm sorry I got all into that political bullshit, but you know, where my mind is at these days, okay? And that's why I'm so depressed and so hard to get out of bed, and I don't want to race, and I don't want to do all the things I enjoy doing, all because one man has created a world I don't want to be around for. So in a way, I guess I'm lucky. I lived 55 years, you know, of good times where people got along and we worked out our problems, and the proper way. But so that way, I guess I'm blessed. So there we go. Mac Ant did make it across the line, and so he doesn't have to worry about a thing. See, Trixie lights. Oh, okay. So this is how you know if the lights are flashing. That means. Oh, okay. That means so when the hazards go on, that means you're in autopilot. That means you press start. Okay, that's a good thing to know. Yeah, you can see all the cars now. So good job, Mac Ant. You almost did it. I think if you wouldn't have spun out there and you could have maybe done a yellow strategy, I think you might have brought the fight to him. I thought you might have been able to win there. I think your fuel was a little closer. Snoodles had better fuel mileage. So congrats, Snoodles, for the race win. Doing your little donut there, I think, to celebrate his win. Mac Ant. Anchovy, you can be happy with your dad's performance. He did good out there. He was definitely the fastest car on track, but he didn't win the race. And that's how it goes sometimes. All right. Toke in third, Willie Bounce in fourth, Master Shake in fifth, WB Opie in sixth, Petro in seventh, SRT Animals from the Muppets in eighth. Then we got Goo Goggles, Paisano, and then Trixie in 10th place. And yeah, I apologize that I got in the politics there and world issues because, you know, they might, you never know, they might ban my stream. Right, from being held in certain countries and stuff like that, like they normally do. But yeah, I apologize for that. But it just, you know, these are the things I'm having a hard time dealing with nowadays. But it was. I hope you enjoyed the race, everyone. I did. Other than my little rant there. And yeah, here we're going to the podium there. So we got Snoodles. Fastest lap, look at that, almost a second faster, but he was on a set of reds, though, on his second stint there, so that probably also helped in that. But Snoodles' consistent race pace gets him across the line in first again. So, and then Mac Ant in second, Toke in third, Billy Mounts in fourth, Master Shake fifth. Opie in sixth, Petro in thing, okay, and I can't go through the rest. All right, anyways, guys, like I said, I apologize for my political bullshit. Hopefully, Trump doesn't tell YouTube to to ban it in the USA. I'm into free speech. I say what I want and when I want. I don't care what people think. All right, that's the beauty of freedom. And yeah, so I fuel save super early, nearly every time. Laughing, yeah, yeah. Snoodles, I think he's got a little cheat code, or I think Snoodles has got a little cheat code there. I think on the thing, because it looks like a little more than lifting and coasting in low RPMs. Yeah, I don't know. He might know a little glitch, or maybe he knows a trick to how to get done other than driving technique of lifting, coasting, and short shifting and stuff like that. Or maybe he's running his engine in a lower thing. But anyways, guys, like I said, I apologize for the political talk there and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoy the stream. It was a great race. Congratulations to the podium guys and to Mac Ant. I'm sure your son is happy. Probably would have liked to seen Dad win, but oh well, you can't win all the time. But you gave good effort, and you definitely were the fastest car on track. So great job. I hope you enjoy the stream. I'm the Ghost, and I'm out till the next time. All right, guys. I guess I'll be racing with you next week. I guess I got to start practicing to race with you guys, yeah. So, yeah, enjoy the stream, guys. I'm out.